Hello, I'm Steve Roots. This is Roots Kitchens, Bedrooms and Bathrooms. Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove the door from a Neff Slide&Hide oven. The Slide&Hide oven is the one where the door opens and slides underneath the cooking cavity. A customer phoned us this week and said they were following the instructions and finding it very hard to do. So I thought I'd do it myself on our showroom oven, and it would take me about 5 minutes. It can take about 5 minutes if you've done it before and you know what you're doing. It took me 40 minutes, and this isn't the first oven door I've ever taken off. So let me talk you through how we're going to do it using the instructions. The things you'll need, the instructions that came with your oven. If you haven't got them, go to the Neff website, you should be able to download them. If you still haven't got them, I'll put this copy on the bottom of the video here, but remember it may be slightly different for your oven. Next thing you'll need is a small screwdriver, and finally a coin. I have a little copper coin. First thing we're going to do is use the screwdriver to rotate a couple of little plastic retaining or locking pins or sliding things on the side of the oven. Just go underneath that one. So that we're releasing one of the locks on the on something other inside it. I found those very hard to find first of all, so I'll show you a close-up as well. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to open the door to about 45 degrees, and inside the oven, just on the both bottom corners, are two little slots, and we're going to turn those slots so the left one goes clockwise, the top of the slot is pointing towards the back of the oven, the right one goes anti-clockwise, so it's pointing to the back of the oven as well. And that should lock our door into place, which it has. Then we're going to lift the handle slightly, and I'll have to stand for this bit. We'll lift the handle slightly, and then lift the door off of the hinge. There we go. To replace the door, we're going to do exactly the same again. The slots down the side of the door need to go over the three circular shaped connections. There are two black plastic circles, and then at the very bottom there's a metal silvery circle, which is also the one where we had the sliding lock that we just released at the very first step. Lift the handle slightly as you're doing it. So the door should go right down to the bottom. And we're doing everything in reverse order again, so now this door is on and straight. We're going to release the locks. So the right hand lock goes clockwise, the left hand locking pin goes anti-clockwise. Now we'll put our penny back, and then we can close the door. Just to make sure it's all correct, you can open the door, close the door, and job done. Note to self, remember to slide down the locking pins, especially when doing a video. 5 minutes. So why did it take me 40? Let me show you. My mistake was that when I returned the door onto the hinge, I missed this silver circle shape at the bottom and pushed it slightly further behind as I put the door in. I released the hinges, opened the door and slid it underneath the oven, and this rolling set went all the way to the back. But when I put the door closed, it stayed at the back of the oven, and the door was loose and wasn't opening properly, and I knew something was very wrong. Once I realised this had gone all the way to the back of the oven, I was able to retrieve it. The key thing I had to do was try and get it back underneath this little claw shape that holds it normally in place, and then once I got it back into this position, I could put the door back on as the instructions said. So that was entirely user error. The instructions are clear, and I did follow them, I just didn't follow them very well. So if you have that problem, or if you find that it hasn't worked properly, have a look and make sure this part is still at the bottom of the oven where it needs to be. I hope you found that useful.